Greetings and welcome. This is Luke Smith of RuralVacantLand.com. So we got a bunch of properties in Elko, Nevada, like northern Nevada. I like Elko, Nevada because you can do pretty much whatever you want to do on the land. It's not so restrictive like most places you might want to buy land or go build something. It's The general guidelines are if there's no power line to the property, I mean, go for it. If there's a power line to the property, you might want to get an inspector to come over and check out how you're doing your connections, and you want to get permits and stuff like that. I mean, it's that kind of guidelines in the county. I mean, of course, you should talk to the planning and zoning and do your own research and everything. I'm just a guy trading some land, and what do I know? I'm just going from what I hear and experience from other people buying land, and I learned a lot from them, right? So I'm zooming in on northern Elko County. We got this one property out in the middle of nowhere. I thought it might be interesting to look this one up and see what the heck's going on with this one. So the other ones I've been making videos about recently are in town, but this one's just way the heck out there. That's the kind of stuff that piques my interest. It's a lot more of my passion. And so I click on this thing, we'll pull it up here. $2,998. This is 10 acres out in northern middle of nowhere, Elko County. And Elko County's got, south of here, there's a big ranch called Gamble Ranch. It's something like million-acre kind of ranch. It's up for sale I think it's up for sale for $70 million or something like that, right? Um, what is that? $70 an acre, is it really? But I don't think it's all deeded acres, so you get like grazing land, and you get covers government land, but you get grazing rights across government land and stuff like that. That's one of those one of the last largest swaths of American countryside you could buy. But these smaller, there's not that small, 10-acre properties are pieces of this countryside that you can go for. You can actually buy it on a debit card, credit card, you can pay cash. I mean, it's just quick and easy, and you can own land and you can go do something with it. So I've got a bunch of properties like that around the area that if you want to drive out there and go build something, this is a great way to get started. Got to buy it now. You can click on it and put your information in and own the property. You can start working on it today. So what is this property in the middle of nowhere? Why would I want it? Let's click on this thing. Let's pull it up. I've got GPS coordinates here, and if you want to be able to click on these things and play with it yourself, there should be links in the video below. A link to take you to the description of this property. So if this comes up, and there's little roads in the area. If we go to satellite, you can still see the roads, and there's mountains, there's hills, and let's see what else is there. Looks like there's a little 2-track here, a rough 2-track crossing the countryside. Elko County, a lot of the people just drive on the section lines. This looks like maybe one of the section lines. But there's roads around the area. I'm sure you can figure out how to get to this property if you got the inclination and wanting to get there. And if we go 3D on it, see if I can get 3D going. Can't tell too much. It's not very good data in this part of the world because nobody wants to pay for it, I guess. But there's some topography here. The other nice thing about it is, for one, there's no data. Two, there's no people. And there's no one that's going to come find you. If you live out here and you want to get away from your ex-wife or bill collectors or your past or your future or whatever, I mean, you can go out here and no one's going to bug you. You can do whatever you want. So I like land like that. It looks like there's a couple bushes, probably maybe some smaller trees and lots of bushes. And I bet you it's dead silent. I bet you can see lots of stars. You see the Milky Way. You're not going to hear a train. You're not going to hear any cars. You might hear some coyotes, but I mean, the sounds are going to be nature. They're not going to be human sounds in this part of the world. I think that'd be a fun place to go. So my map's all messed up, but that's where we're at. So to get there, down here is Montello. Here's Interstate 80. Here's Wells. Here's Wilkins, and just a bunch of little roads cutting in from there. I think this is the Tona Mountains. I've had properties all around these mountains in the past, and people that have bought properties from me just love them. I mean, they never give them up. They take off with them, and I never hear from them again. And they never return those properties. So I think you could be the next owner of one of those properties, and have a nice place for yourself. I'm asking $2,998 for this one, and it's for sale on my website, ruralvacantland.com. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll try to answer them. But basically, it's online checkout. I pay all the fees, do all the paperwork for you, get your recorded deed in short order. And thank you, Luke Smith with ruralvacantland.com.